Greetings and welcome. This is Rajiv Makni on the Gadget 360 show, and I have a very interesting lineup of tech stories for you today. We'll start off with laptops. Have you realized how business laptops have become worth their weight in gold? Absolutely. The reason really is that we've all started to realize how important our laptop is through the pandemic, through the lockdown, through our current circumstances. Everything happened on the laptops, right? And business laptops are right out there. We all need one. And one of the reasons why they've gone to that pinnacle is AMD, the AMD Ryzen line. We'll talk about this line of processors and why it's so important. Then we'll move on to a connected fitness device. You know, this is where I think things have become really different now. Whether you're using a cycle or a treadmill, because we're all locked in, we can't go to gyms as much as we want. We all want our health devices to be connected with live coaching. GOQii comes up with a Smart Stride. We'll take a look. And then we'll move on to the Sony X90J 55-inch 4K TV. Great ability to upscale standard HD content to 4K high dynamic range. Really looked much better than I've normally seen it happen. Our top story today is a very interesting one. Business laptops are really out there, the pinnacle of technology right now. We all need them, we all want them. And one of the reasons has been because of AMD. Their Ryzen line of processors is one of the biggest reasons why business laptops went from ho-hum and boring to state-of-the-art technology. And on the show today, we're going to take a look at 3 different laptops from 3 different brands. I'm going to name them for you. The Lenovo ThinkPad T14 Generation 1, HP's ProBook 445G8, Acer TravelMate P2. All 3 laptops carry the Ryzen 5 processor built on the 7nm architecture. You know, this architecture actually creates a lot of excitement. Great performance, manages heat extremely well, very efficient with its power, which results in these laptops being very powerful yet very sleek, very slim. Like I said, they've become really good looking. Let's take a look at this story.
Seems like we've arrived at the pinnacle of a device that has been a part of the world for the longest time, a business laptop. We're in the time and age where business laptops are remarkable with their focus on both form and function. Great battery life, reliable performance, ample security measures, slim and lightweight designs are what business users expect today, unlike the old days where business laptops meant something else entirely. And this big but gradual change has been brought with AMD right at the center of it. Since 1969, AMD has been shaking up the semiconductor chip industry with its innovation. This has always been the aim for AMD, and that is exactly what the Ryzen name has done. With the 7nm Ryzen 5 Pro processors inside, business laptops have reached the pinnacle of their technology. And to put that into perspective, let's have a look at 3 devices from 3 different OEMs which perfectly represent this change. Starting with Lenovo, the ThinkPad is a legendary name in the game, and the ThinkPad T14 Gen 1 only furthers it. It means business in everything about it. And with the Ryzen 5 4650U processor on board, it only gets enhanced in every aspect. Let's start with the design. It's matte black in color with red accents everywhere in classic ThinkPad fashion. It's also extremely lightweight and sleek, all made possible due to the 7nm architecture of the processor inside it, keeping the heat well managed throughout the device, enabling a smaller design. This translates well into performance too. As with the backing of the Ryzen 5 Pro, the laptop can perform extremely well while multitasking. What also gets a big boost because of the internal efficiencies of the Ryzen 5 4650U is the battery life, as the T14 lasts an entire workday very easily. All of this comes with a beautiful 14-inch 1080p touchscreen panel, the best keyboard on a laptop, and an I/O which will satisfy the workflow of every user. Moving on to another line of laptops which has always served the business users well is HP's ProBook. And the ProBook 445G8 stands true to every letter of the family name. It has the AMD Ryzen 5 5600U processor that helps it in doing that. The powerful performance and efficient use of power to output the performance is what the 7nm architecture enables. It comes in a very slim design with metal everywhere around it. Even though there is a 14-inch screen on the laptop, its footprint is far lesser than it should be. This only makes the laptop easier to handle and carry, and since the battery lasts for 13 hours, that is more than enough for every business user. The 445 G8 coupled with the Ryzen 5 5600U has found the perfect balance of performance and efficiency, much like the ideals of their users. And all such advantages are delivered with minimal fan noise, a huge trackpad, a great keyboard, and a utility-focused I/O selection. Acer has some skin in the game too. The Acer TravelMate P2 is designed for business users who need a laptop focused on portability with no sacrifices for performance. It has a thin and lightweight design, weighing in at just 1.6 kilos. And this great design does not come at the sacrifice of performance, as has been the case with all laptops equipped with Ryzen 5 Pro processors. The TravelMate P2 is reliable and fast, sifting through Excel sheets, putting out performance numbers, preparing reports. Anything you can throw at this laptop, the Ryzen 5 4650U inside it will handle it well. But portability can only do so much. What is also needed is great battery life, and that too is delivered. The 7nm architecture ensures that the heat is managed well and the power consumption of the laptop remains efficient to output battery life that lasts for up to 13 hours. All of this comes with a bright and colorful screen, a smooth trackpad, necessary security features. A perfect merger of every feature needed in a business laptop. And there you have it, 3 devices which perfectly showcase how far business laptops have come and how they have exceeded expectations of not only what they can do but also how they are designed. From everything that we've seen so far, when it comes to laptops powered by the new Ryzen processors, we can confidently recommend them to anyone from a premium business user to small or large enterprise owners. And with the share of AMD Ryzen powered devices growing every year with every OEM, all business users will be spoilt for choice.
Now let's welcome on the show Mr. Vinay Sinha, AMD's India business lead. Vinay, thank you so much for joining us. We're starting to see some real AMD brand momentum in the market. What do you attribute this to?
The brand momentum, it's out to sea. And honestly, I would attribute it to a multitude of reasons for the same. A, lately, as you would have seen, that we've taken a clear leadership on technology over a competition. B, launching great products led to adoption by the OEMs, which meant that we almost doubled or even more of a consumer plus commercial portfolio across. Consequently, we were bestowed by a coveted award by TRA Research in the semiconductor category. We got the most trusted brand last year, AMD, as well as followed it up with the most desired brand this year.
Okay, great, Vinay. Now, speaking of AMD's great products, I am a big fan. This 500 series mobile processors have been performing very, very well. Can you give me some details why these are such a good solution for business users?
We launched the 5000 series earlier this year, and it's part of the Zen 3 architecture, which has met with a resounding success over the years. We've launched a lot of notebooks based on this Ryzen 5000 series, and it's doing extremely well for the business users. Now, if you look at the 4 pillars broadly required for these kind of customers, it is, performance, security, which is of paramount importance, manageability, and efficiency on the way of battery life. These Ryzen 5000 series based notebooks offered by OEM partners offers all of that.
And Vinay, what role is AMD playing in enabling business through technology, especially during current times of pandemic and lockdowns, where people really need their laptop to perform at its highest level?
Typically, let me just take you back on the normal situation that we had, Rajiv. Indian working environment, and I'm talking from the India perspective, is, we had a very routine, hard day's work with a long commute kind of an environment earlier. Pandemic has changed it, surely for short term, and I'm pretty sure it's going to have a long term impact too. And the technology has played a huge role, a huge contribution in these times. I think it's going to have a permanent effect as we come out into adoption of a hybrid model. Work from home, work from anywhere, it's going to stay for some time. As we adopt this new work culture, these technology enhancements that we have done, whether it's making sure that there is encryption and security, we are ensuring that we are providing the virtual private network for more secured work from home environment. All of that is going to get enhanced and is going to further help us adapt this whole hybrid model as we move forward into the pandemic and the post-pandemic era.
Thank you, Vinay. Thank you so much for joining us on the Gadget 360 show. Let's move on now to our next top story, the GOQii Smart Stride connected treadmill. Now, GOQii has been leading innovation in the fitness and healthcare industry for a long time now, but this is a great testament to that fact. This treadmill comes with a 21.5-inch screen, speakers, and the ability to connect through Wi-Fi. And what can you do with that? Live workout sessions from fitness coaches, real-time workouts tracking heart and vitals by syncing with the GOQii fitness wearable. Just wear it and you'll see it on screen. Very interesting device. Let's take a look at what all it has.
GOQii has been taking huge strides in the fitness industry ever since its inception in April of 2014. It was built with one primary objective: building a healthy ecosystem through fitness around its users. In this ecosystem, the users don't just get fitness products, but also get personalized health and fitness advice and coaching. And all of it remains connected under a hub formed by the GOQii app. GOQii takes another giant leap forward in building this ecosystem with its Smart Stride connected treadmill. A connected trainer treadmill that comes with a 21.5-inch touchscreen, speakers, live training coaches, and the ability to connect with Wi-Fi. How does it differentiate itself? How does a Wi-Fi connected treadmill benefit the user? How well does it work? From the first sight of it, the GOQii looks like what you expect. A digital control panel on the front with handles on each side, bars going down to the running belt. Where GOQii stands out is the build quality. The body of the treadmill comes with a durable ABS plastic exterior built over an iron skeleton. The entire treadmill weighs 84 kilograms, but it is sturdy enough to hold up to 150 kilograms of weight. And the design is smart enough for Indian households, as it can be easily folded so the user can store it away when the treadmill is not needed. The running belt follows suit with its design. It is made from a 5-layer anti-skid grass texture rubber. It is 1.5 meter long and 0.5 meter wide, giving enough room to every user no matter how long their stride is. For the users who want to use it to the extreme, Smart Stride has got you covered. The treadmill is powered by a 1.75 horsepower DV motor that can deliver a speed of up to 18 km per hour and can offer up to 15% incline for more intense cardio workout. Right in between the cup holders and the phone stand lies the smartness of the Smart Stride. A 21.5-inch touchscreen display with speakers underneath. With a connection established with the Wi-Fi, this screen can be used for guided workout sessions. The screen can provide a detailed breakdown of the workout in real time for the user, and since the Smart Stride is designed to fit right into the ecosystem of the hardware and software that GOQii has developed, the treadmill syncs with GOQii fitness wearables to show the real-time heart rate and information about other vitals of the user. The purchase of the Smart Stride comes with a 12-month personal care subscription and GOQii Play or Pro membership, which provides live workouts to its users. With everything this screen does, a user can also watch their favorite content from Amazon Prime or YouTube right from the Smart Stride screen. The GOQii Smart Stride is truly a revolutionary fitness product for India. It provides much needed help to the users to cope up with their fitness while in the middle of the pandemic. And with the entire ecosystem of products and services from GOQii, the user can actively and smartly track their fitness progress with personalized advice from experts right from the comfort of their home. The Smart Stride is a huge step forward for GOQii in their healthcare ecosystem and will be a huge stride forward for a user's fitness journey at a price of 49,999 rupees.
Now let's speak with Vishal Gondal, founder and CEO GOQii. Hi Vishal, thank you so much for joining me on the show today. I hope you've been well and you've been safe. Vishal, let's start with the Smart Stride treadmill. It seems the whole world is moving towards connected fitness equipment. But what do you bring different to this category?
So if you remember, Rajiv, we were the first in the world to launch remote health monitoring with the coach. And today, as you can see, the whole world is talking about remote monitoring with coaches, doctors, etc. Similarly, we believe that because of the pandemic, people are, of course, avoiding going to gyms and public places for working out, but that doesn't mean they don't have the need. Our goal really is to connect more and more devices and accessories for you to remain fit and healthy. So the way we think about this is an entire health ecosystem, and multiple devices, multiple services are getting connected to.
Vishal, this is a question I've really been wanting to ask you. I read about GOQii moving towards another funding round and looking for something like $100 million. What does that value this company at, and why is there such euphoria around GOQii?
So I think clearly for us, it is about scaling to the next level with GOQii. The pandemic has massively accelerated the need of remote care. And already, as you can see, as a brand, our presence has been very big. And of course, Akshay Kumar, our brand ambassador, is really pushing GOQii and our vision to the masses. So for us now, it is how can we impact 100 million people? So I think the goal really is to scale GOQii, which is why we will be using this capital for customer acquisition. Plus, GOQii's adoption outside India is also getting bigger, so we'll be looking at expanding into other markets. And finally, I think the whole idea of preventive healthcare investments are required. See, remember one thing, the more you invest in hospitals, that is going to lead to more patients. It is not going to reduce the number of patients. The only way to reduce the number of patients is to have the people who are not yet sick continue to work out, continue to eat healthy. So that's the vision, and the capital will really help us, expand massively to what we are trying to do.
Thank you, Vishal. Thank you so much for joining me on the show. Let's move on now to our next top story. This is the Sony X90J 55-inch 4K TV. Now, very elegant design, 4K LED LCD screen, full array LED panel at the back. Very nice in terms of the contrast, the detailed visuals we were able to see. But it's one thing that it really stands out for. It takes normal HD and upscales it to 4K, and it works really well. Lots of TVs claim they'll do it. This one does it. Then a great audio system, crisp, clear, very wide sound stage, and comes with Google TV, which I think is much better than Android TV, and we'll show you why.
What's in the name? With television markets getting fiercer every day, where lesser known brands come with feature-packed TVs for mouth-watering prices, why do the better known brands still come out on top? Just because of the name? No. It is because of the quality of the components, the high-grade display they use, and the way they put it all together. One such name is Sony. And the X90J 55-inch LED LCD TV is the most obvious reminder of the history of the quality that comes with the name. First comes the design. Unlike most of the competition, X90J goes for both form and function. It has an almost bezel-less display out front and two stands that slide in through each side and handle the weight of the TV well. The TV isn't anorexic thin, yet very elegant, and the extra space inside is excellently used. The first proof of that is the 4K LED LCD screen. It is backed by a full array LED panel which is capable of locally dimming certain areas of the screen depending on the content being watched. This results in a much higher dynamic range with sharper highlights and more detailed shadows. It also earns the TV its Dolby Vision support, and every Dolby Vision enabled movie or show looks magnificent in 4K. But what makes this TV special is not only limited to its output of 4K HDR content, but what it can do for the old movies made in HD with standard dynamic range. The X90J has the cognitive processor XR. It upscales HD content to 4K while improving the dynamic range. It breaks the image into several parts and recognizes the focal point. After doing so, it recognizes the changes needed. All of this results in every piece of content, new or old, HDR or SDR, 4K or 1080p, look extremely beautiful for the viewers. Moving on from viewing to gaming, out of the 4 HDMI ports on the back of the X90J, 2 of them are HDMI 2.1 ports so that both the PS5 and the Xbox Series X can take full advantage of the 4K resolution and the 120Hz refresh rate this TV supports. The audio system is the next proof of excellent use of space inside the TV. It consists of 2 down-firing 10-watt speakers and 2 tweeters taking up the sides of the TV. Together they deliver incredible sound. The speakers are crisp and clear. The tweeters expand the sound stage to make the audio more immersive. Now, the platform that delivers the sources of such amazing audio and incredible visuals is Google TV, a necessary upgrade over Android TV. Google TV, while being more vibrant and colorful and better looking in the UI, also simplifies the experience of choosing content to watch. Google TV gets the content preferences from all streaming platforms the user has subscribed to and shows all of it in a well-organized manner. All of this is navigated through a well-designed, substantially sized remote with an inbuilt mic for voice-based commands to Google Assistant. And that is how the X90J does it. How it brings forth the market-leading innovation of Sony but also serves as the reminder of the rich history of the company which has brought it to where it is. And at the price of rupees 1,59,900, you get the product, the innovation and the trust backed by the history. That's a whole lot of things for the price of the TV.
That then was the show for this week, and I've got such incredible stuff. I mean, some of it is lying right here. I mean, you can't see it right now. I'm not allowed to show it to you. Great stuff coming next week. Do join me on the show.